What's up guys, Marty here, and I am. So today we're going to be talking about my cook kit. So let's head inside so I can show you guys what I got. Alright guys, so this is everything that's part of my bear bag and part of my cook kit. So starting off, we got a large Lite AF bear bag. I like it a lot. It's got a flat bottom, 19-liter capacity. It's made out of Dyneema, so it's super light. Part of it, I got the full bear bag kit. So it comes with 50 feet of Dyneema line, which is crazy strong, super slippery for sliding over branches. Does tangle very easily, so just be careful when you're putting that away. Otherwise, you're going to spend like 20 minutes, trying to undo it all. Comes with this rucksack, to throw over the branch, and a carabiner and a stick. I think now they just use a piece of carbon fiber, but so you can secure your bag and hang it PCT style. The whole bear bag hanging kit weighs 2.6 ounces and costs $50. I do have another just large bear bag, so if I'm expecting a lot of rain, I'll put my sleeping bag in there, keep it waterproof, and depending on how much food I have, I'll either put my cook kit in there or in a separate pocket on my pack. But yeah, it does great. Next up, we got a Gossamer Gear warm sack. This is a size large, weighs 0.8 ounces, doubles as a stuff sack and as my pot cozy. And this bottom half is insulated, so saves me fuel by keeping everything warmer, and don't have to waste as much fuel to rehydrate everything. But again, that's a size large, weighs 0.8 ounces and costs $25. Then we got the Soto Windmaster. It's an awesome little stove. These fold out. Then you got this concave design and like a little built-in windscreen. Does really well in wind. The pot also sits really low, which helps with wind as well. Got a micro regulator inside. So it doesn't matter like what temperature you're at or elevation, but the flow out of the fuel can will always be the same. And it does have a self-igniter as well, which that's never failed on me and have had no issues with. So that's a great little stove. Weighs 2.3 ounces, but it does cost $65. So that's a little annoying. And just in my pack, I always carry a lighter anyway, but in case that igniter were to fail, which it hasn't, lighter will light that as well. Next up, we got the heavy covered titanium spork. So you got full-size tablespoon on this side, fork on this side, bottle opener, and then a bunch of wrenches. Nothing in my pack requires wrenches, but it is there for those who care. It's 8.5 inches long, weighs 1.1 ounces, does cost $22, but I absolutely love this thing. I actually use it like daily. I no longer use normal utensils. I pretty much only use that spork, but I absolutely love that thing. It also works for taking the lid off after I boiled a bunch of water, and also turns down my stove as well. I just use the prongs and then turn down the stove for when water is boiling over. So yeah, it's an awesome spork. Absolutely love it. Next up, we got the pot itself. So this is a Toaks light titanium pot. What makes it light is it's actually thinner and lighter than their standard, titanium and other pots and mugs. So you do just got to be careful with that. Pot itself is fine. Holds 2 cups of water, 700 milliliter capacity. Didn't come with any fill lines inside, so I actually just scratched those in with another piece of metal. So probably not the best for you, but it's what I ended up doing, so I wouldn't have to, so I didn't know rough estimates. Reason I got the pot is I like the wider base, so there's more surface area to boil your water faster, and you get these longer handles, so you get like a secure grip if you need it, and the handles don't get as hot because of that wider base. The flames don't come up the sides, and it's more exposed to the air, so the handle's actually cooler. As for the lid, you got this little ring here up top so you can hold on to it. You got little air vents. Yeah, You know, it's a fine pot. Lid is a little more annoying and just slides around all over the place, makes lots of noise. Disadvantage to the pot over a mug is that, you know, everything doesn't rest on top of itself inside there. So pretty much I just keep a fuel can in this in there, and then the stove rests on top, and then this just gets thrown in all into that warm sack. But next we got this Jetboil fuel can stand. So the legs fold in and fold out, so you can however you want it, but it rests right on top of, you know, the fuel can, and you just fold these legs out. Now you have like a super stable platform, like holds 3 different sizes of fuel can, but that just clicks in. And then here, let's just put it all together. Then you take your stove, and you know that just screws in. And you don't want to bury it, you know, make it crazy tight, because then it makes it super hard to get off. But now you can see, got a super stable platform, especially once, you know, you add a pot full of water. It gets very top heavy, but this makes it almost impossible to knock over. So especially if you got boiling water inside, you definitely don't want that to knock over, because you just wasted a bunch of time, fuel, and could possibly injure yourself. So that weighs 0.8 ounces and costs like 10 bucks. It's definitely worth it to me. So I've had no issues with anything here. Everything's done its job perfectly. And, you know, whether it's storing food or boiling water, it's all been great to me. So let's go outside and do a quick boil test. And I'll show you guys how the Windmaster works and how fast it boils water. Alright, so here we are outside. Got exactly 2 cups of water in the pot. Gonna get the stove going. So gonna loosen that up so you hear it. Let all those hit the igniter. Yep, that's definitely lit. So now we're gonna go all the way and then back it off just a hair. Get the water on top. Get the timer going. Alright, so we're 1 minute in. Got lots of bubbles on the bottom, but not quite to a boil yet. So we're at 2 minutes. Got lots of bubbles. Lots of them are starting to come up towards the top. Still not quite to a boil. Three and a half, and there it is. So, like I said earlier, use the Spork. Turn down the gas. Alright, gas is off. And then at this point, like I was saying, you know, I don't use any cleaning supplies, because now I will just pour this into a freezer Ziploc. You know, put that back inside of here, put that in the pot cozy, and, you know, basically just throw the Ziploc away, and now you got no mess and no cleanup. But, you know, those handles, you can already grab them, and the water's still plenty hot to rehydrate everything. So yeah, took 3.5 minutes, but it's 55 degrees, super windy, so about a minute extra over what Soto says the stove will do, but no big deal.